Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Today again we are going to discuss few more numerical questions, that is practical questions on the marginal costing. Yesterday we have discussed some basic numerical questions. So today we are trying our level best to understand the practical application of the marginal costing with the help of the today's practical examples. So dear students, just look at the question, and the question on the screen is Pepsi company who is producing a single article, and while producing the cost data about this company is given. The selling price per unit of the PepsiCo company is rupees 40. Marginal cost per unit is rupees 24. Fixed cost per annum is rupees 16,000. And they have requested us to calculate the PV ratio, break-even sales, sales to earn a profit of rupees 2,000, profit at sales of rupees 60,000, the new break-even sales if the price is reduced by 10%. It means that the cost data regarding selling price, variable cost, and fixed cost is given. With the help of the data given by PepsiCo company, we are supposed to calculate the PV ratio, break-even sales. Then when your profit is rupees 2,000, how much sales that would require to be earned. Then when your sales is rupees 60,000, how much profit we can earn. And if the sales price is reduced by 10%, then how much will be our break-even sales? I hope everybody understood the question. Hello? Please give me your reply. Have you understood the
Yes,
question?
sir.
Okay. Now moving on to the solution. So whenever I'm going for the solution, first what we are supposed to calculate the PV ratio. And to calculate the PV ratio, we have a formula. Yesterday we used the formula change in profit upon change in sales, but today the information is totally different. There is no 2 years sales data as well as 2 years profit data. Therefore, we can use the another formula for PV ratio, that is contribution divided by sales into 100. And therefore, to calculate the PV ratio, we have sales minus variable cost divided by sales, that is fixed cost plus profit. It means that to calculate the PV ratio, you need to calculate the contribution. And therefore, to calculate the contribution, what is the formula? Sales into PV ratio. And therefore, to calculate the PV ratio, I am using the formula contribution divided by sales into 100. I hope everybody agree with this formula. PV ratio is equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. So as you can see, the contribution is equal to what? Sales minus variable cost. So if you look at the question, the selling price per unit is rupees 40 and variable cost is rupees 24. So therefore, 40 minus 24, here you will get the 40 minus 24, that is contribution, divided by sales price is 40 multiplied by 100. So here you will get the 16 divided by 40 into 100, or you can say it is equal to 40%. It means the PV ratio of this particular PepsiCo company is 40%. I hope everybody understood. Have you understood PV ratio? Hello? Shipra?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the second question was break-even sales. Therefore, I am moving on to the second part of the solution, that is break-even sales. To calculate the break-even sales, we have a formula. One formula is fixed cost divided by PV ratio, and second formula is sales into PV ratio, that is fixed cost. So therefore, at the break-even sales, here you know contribution is almost equal to fixed cost. Therefore, what I am doing is I am putting all these values into the formula, that is sales. So sales is not known, we are supposed to calculate, therefore sales into PV ratio. Just now we have calculated PV ratio, that is 40%, that is 40 divided by 100. So here fixed cost is 16,000 because fixed cost 16,000 is already given in the question. Therefore, sales is equal to 16,000 multiplied by 100 divided by 40. And therefore, you will get the sales, that is 40,000, or you can say 1,000 units. Here the 40,000 is in amount and 1,000 is in unit. Now you will say how 1,000 units came. Because our selling price is 40. So therefore 40,000 divided by 40, you will get 1,000 units as a break-even point units. And in terms of money, the break-even sales is 40,000 rupees. Have you understood? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now moving on to the next part of the question, that is, they have asked us the sales to earn a profit of rupees 2,000. It means PepsiCo company wants to earn a profit of rupees 2,000, and for that purpose, how much sales they are required to be made. Therefore, here you are supposed to calculate the sales, and therefore this sales is called as an desired sales. Therefore, the formula is sales into PV ratio is equal to fixed cost plus profit, because profit is given. And therefore, in this formula, I am putting the values. So here we don't know the sales, therefore sales multiplied by PV ratio is 40% is equal to fixed cost is 16,000, and the desired profit which is given in the question here you can see on the screen, that is 2,000 rupees. And therefore sales into 40 divided by 100 is equal to 16,000 plus 2,000. Here you will get sales is equal to, say 16 plus 2 is 18,000. 18,000 multiplied by 100 divided by 40. So therefore the company needs to earn 45,000 rupees as a sales, then company will earn a profit of rupees 2,000. Or they need to have 1125 units they need to sell, then they will get a profit of rupees 2,000. I hope you understood. समजलं का सगळ्यांना? पेप्सिको कंपनीला 2,000 रुपयाचा प्रॉफिट कमवायचा आहे, त्याच्यासाठी ते विचारतात की आम्हाला सेल्स किती कमवावं लागेल. मग जर त्यांना 2,000 रुपयाचा प्रॉफिट कमवायचा असेल तर त्यांना 45,000 रुपयाचा सेल्स करावा लागेल, कारण की जर त्यांनी 45,000 रुपीचा सेल्स केलं तर त्यांना 2,000 रुपयाचा प्रॉफिट होणार आहे. आलं लक्षात? हॅलो 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 समजलंय का नाही समजलं? बोला.
Sir, how do we calculate units?
Sorry?
How do we
Hello?
calculate the units?
How do we calculate?
Units.
Units. Simple term. How much? See, what is the amount of selling price per unit given in the question? Rupees 40.
Yes, sir.
See, here you can see on the question.
Yes, sir.
What is the amount of selling price per unit? 40.
40 rupees 40.
Then, how much is our total sales? 45,000. So
Divided by 40.
45,000 divided by selling price per unit is 40.
Yes, sir.
So the units will be correct, 1125.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, they need to have 1125 units they must sell, then they will earn 2,000 rupees as a profit. I hope you understood.
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Hello? Shall I
Yes, sir.
move?
Understood.
Okay, now the next question is profit at sales of rupees 60,000. It means when PepsiCo company will earn 60,000 rupees sales, how much profit they will earn when they have a sales of rupees 60,000. So for that purpose, here we need to calculate the profit, and therefore the formula regarding desired profit is sales into PV ratio is equal to fixed cost plus profit. If you look at this C and D, the same formula I'm using over here. Sales to earn a profit and profit at sales of rupees 60,000, because in the C part we were supposed to find out the sales, and in the D part we are trying to find out the profit, and therefore I am putting all these figures into the formula, that is sales which is 60,000 into PV ratio, that is 40%, is equal to fixed cost is already 16,000 plus profit is not known, therefore here it is question mark. So 60,000 into 40% is 24,000 is equal to 16,000 plus profit. So therefore, profit is equal to how much? 24,000 minus 16,000 is equal to, you will get the profit of rupees 8,000. When you are having a sales of rupees 60,000, then your profit would be 8,000 rupees. And now the last question which was asked by PepsiCo company is, what will be the new break-even point if the selling price is reduced by 10%? As you know, in the question, our selling price was rupees 40, and now they are saying it has to be reduced by 10%. So what I am doing? From 40, I am minusing 10%. So 40's 10% is 4. So 40 minus 4 is equal to new selling price would be our 36 rupees. And now our marginal cost is 24, which is given in the question. And therefore, our contribution will be rupees 12, because 36 minus 24 is equal to 12 rupees. And therefore, to calculate the new break-even point, what we need sales into PV ratio. And therefore, PV ratio is equal to contribution divided by sales. So contribution is 12 rupees divided by sales is 36. So therefore, 12 divided by 36 into 100 is equal to new PV ratio is 33.33%. And therefore, now sales into PV ratio is equal to fixed cost. Therefore, at the break-even point, you know, almost contribution is equal to fixed cost. Therefore, sales into 100 divided by 300 is equal to 16,000, because it is a requirement of the formula. And therefore, sales is equal to 16,000 multiplied by 300 divided by 100. So the new break-even sales would be rupees 48,000. I hope you understood. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Shipra?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, next question. Question number 5. From the following information, find out PV ratio, sales, and margin of safety. And to find out these three figures, we have a data with us, that is fixed cost rupees 40,000, profit rupees 20,000, and break-even point rupees 80,000. With these three figures, we are supposed to calculate the PV ratio. And to calculate the PV ratio, what is the formula for PV ratio? Contribution divided by sales into 100. Now, how do we calculate the contribution? Sales minus variable cost. So therefore, here, when we are calculating the profit volume ratio, if you just look at the screen, we know that sales minus variable cost is equal to fixed cost plus profit. Or you can say sales, that is contribution is equal to sales minus variable cost divided by sales is equal to fixed cost plus profit. Therefore, break-even sales multiplied by PV ratio is equal to also fixed cost. And therefore, values of this break-even sales, or you can say PV ratio, is equal to fixed cost divided by break-even sales. So therefore, what I am doing is, I am doing just these figures putting into the formula. That is, PV ratio is equal to 40,000 divided by 80,000 is equal to 50 divided by 100, or you can say it is PV ratio is equal to 50%. Hello? See, how much is our fixed cost? 40,000. Divided by how much is our break-even sales? 80,000. So therefore, fixed cost divided by break-even point is equal to also called as an PV ratio. Therefore, PV ratio is equal to 40,000 divided by 80,000 is equal to 50% is our PV ratio. See, I am trying my level best to have the different questions. Through these questions, we can able to answer in different situations. How do we calculate the PV ratio whenever there is not sufficient information or not required information is given? Then how do we think to calculate the PV ratio? Now the second question was, they have requested us to calculate the sales. They have given only fixed cost, BEP sales and variable cost, but not the figure of sales. So we know that sales into PV ratio is equal to what? Fixed cost plus profit. Or you can say sales into PV ratio is equal to what we say? Contribution. So therefore, sales is equal to contribution divided by PV ratio. And therefore, to calculate the sales, how much is our contribution? Contribution is our 40,000 rupees. And what is our PV ratio? PV ratio is our 50%. So 50% of 40,000 is how much? 20,000. So 40,000 plus 20,000 is equal to 60,000 divided by how much is our PV ratio? 50%. So 60,000 into 100 divided by 50, you will get the sales of rupees 1,20,000. See, here also they have given us only the three figures, and with the help of these three figures, we are trying to calculate our sales. We don't know what is the amount of sales. We have not given the sufficient information, but still what we are doing, we are using the simple formulas, and through these simple formulas, we are trying to calculate our sales figure, because the formula given was sales into PV ratio is equal to fixed cost plus profit. As we don't know the amount of profit, therefore what I use, I only use the formula sales into PV ratio is equal to contribution. And therefore I have just reframed this formula, and the formula was sales is equal to, here you can see the figures which are written over the or, sales is equal to, here you can see contribution divided by, it was multiplied, so PV ratio get divided over here. So sales is equal to contribution divided by PV ratio. And therefore, contribution is equal to what? Contribution is equal to, that is 40,000 plus 20,000. So here it is a total amount of contribution divided by PV ratio was 50%. So 60,000 multiplied by 100 divided by 50, the amount of sales was 1,20,000 rupees. And now the last question was, how much is our margin of safety? Margin of safety is called as it is the point which is beyond the break-even point. So therefore, margin of safety is equal to actual sales minus break-even point sales. Therefore, here the actual sales, that is whatever we have calculated earlier in the B part, is 1,20,000 minus break-even point sales, which was given in the question, was 80,000 rupees. Therefore, our margin of safety is 40,000. It means that we have earned a sales of rupees 40,000 more than the break-even point sales, which was 80,000 rupees. And therefore our total sales was 1,20,000, but out of which BEP sales was only 80,000 and margin of safety sales was 40,000. So therefore our margin of safety is only 40,000 rupees. And now one more crux question I am today going to discuss with you, and that question is that this is a budget which has been prepared at 70% level for the home market. Home market means for India. The company has prepared a budget at 70% level for the Indian market. And the budget consists of 4,200 units are being manufactured. For wages, 12,600 rupees are given. For material, 21,000 rupees are given. For fixed cost, 7,000 rupees is given. And variable cost is 2,100 rupees. And the total cost is 42,700. The selling price in India is rupees 15, but in Sri Lanka it is about 800 units may be sold at rupees 10. भारतामध्ये जर हे मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग केलं तर 15 रुपये त्याची सेलिंग प्राइस आहे, आणि श्रीलंकेमध्ये जर 800 युनिट तुम्ही मॅन्युफॅक्चर केले आणि विकले तर त्या ठिकाणी त्यांची सेलिंग प्राइस किती आहे, 10 रुपये आहे. परंतु श्रीलंकेमध्ये जेव्हा आपण सेल्स करतो तेव्हा ऍडिशनल आपल्याला 25 पैसे पर युनिट हा ॲज अ एक्सपेन्सेस ऑफ फ्रेट, म्हणजेच काय, जी हमाली असते, वाहतूक आहे, तर ती हमालीचा खर्च आपल्याला किती द्यावा लागतोय, तर फ्रेटचा वाहतुकीचा खर्च आपल्याला किती द्यावा लागतोय, 25 पैसे द्यावा लागतो ऍडिशनली. तर आता इथे प्रश्न असा आहे, डू यू ऍडवाइज ट्राईंग फॉर द मार्केट इन श्रीलंका? तर तुम्हाला असं वाटतं का की आपण श्रीलंकेमध्ये जाऊन मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग केलं पाहिजे म्हणून? तर आता आपण या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर या ठिकाणी पाहूया. सिंपल आहे बघा. पहिल्यांदा तर मी काय केलं इथे, सेल्स. तर सेल्स आपण कसं करतो, युनिट्स मल्टिप्लाइड बाय प्राइस. युनिट्स किती आहेत आपले, 4200 युनिट्स आहेत. सो इथे 4200 युनिट्स, आधी त्याची इंडियामध्ये सेलिंग प्राइस किती आहे, 15 आहे. सो हिअर युनिट्स इंटू सेलिंग प्राइस, जर तुम्ही 4200 मल्टिप्लाइड बाय 15 केलं तर तुम्हाला किती मिळेल, सेल्स प्राइस 63,000. आता हे जेव्हा तुम्ही श्रीलंकेमध्ये सेल्स करता तेव्हा श्रीलंकेमध्ये 800 युनिट सेल्स करायला किती रुपये लागतात, 10 रुपये लागतात. त्याच्यामुळे श्रीलंकेमध्ये 800 युनिट्स इंटू 10 इज इक्वल टू 8,000. बरोबर आहे. मग जर आपण इंडियामध्ये 42 युनिट मॅन्युफॅक्चर केले आणि श्रीलंकेमध्ये 800 केले तर टोटल कॉस्ट आपला 5,000 युनिटसाठी किती येईल, 71,000 रुपीज. नाव मटेरियल. मटेरियलसाठी आपल्याला पर युनिट कॉस्ट किती लागते, तर 5 रुपीज पर युनिट मटेरियलची कॉस्ट आहे. कारण की इथे बघा मटेरियल किती आहे, 21,000चं टोटल मटेरियल आहे. सो 21,000 डिवाइडेड बाय 4,200 यू विल गेट दी पर युनिट कॉस्ट रुपीज 5. सो देअरफॉर फॉर 4,200 युनिट्स 21,000 इज द कॉस्ट इन इंडिया. इन श्रीलंका, श्रीलंकेमध्ये तीच कॉस्ट किती येते आपली, 4,000 येते. कारण इथे जर तुम्ही बघितलं तर Material is 21,000 divided by 800. So in Sri Lanka, the cost is 4,000. So total cost for 5,000 units is 25,000 rupees. Wages 3 rupees per unit, because 4,200 here you can see the total amount of wages is 12,600, and if you divide it by 4,200 units, you will get the per unit cost is rupees 3 per unit. So therefore 12,600 in India. So for 800 units, 800 into 3 is equal to 2,400. So total cost for 5,000 units is 15,000. Whereas variable cost is concerned, so if you look at this, variable cost is 2,100 divided by 4,200. Here you will get the 50 paisa per unit as a variable cost. So therefore, for in India, for 4,200 units, 2,100 rupees cost is considered. But similarly, this cost will be in Sri Lanka for 800 units is 200. So therefore, total cost is 2,500 rupees. Now freight is applicable only in Sri Lanka, that is 25 per units. So in India, freight is not applicable, but for Sri Lanka, for 800 units, 800 into 25, you will require 200 rupees extra as the freight charges. So therefore, total cost is 200. Now, marginal cost, if you consider the marginal cost, so total amount of marginal cost here, that is material, wages and variable cost, if you consider, the total marginal cost is 35,700, in Sri Lanka 7,000, and total cost is 42,700. Now if you minus sales minus variable cost, you will get the contribution 27,300 in India, in Sri Lanka 1,000 rupees, and total contribution you will get is 28,300. Now from that, if you minus the fixed cost, that is 7,000 rupees in India, in Sri Lanka it is not applicable. So therefore total cost is 7,000. And when we are manufacturing in India at 4,200 units, the total cost was 20,300. When we manufacture 800 units in Sri Lanka, the total cost is 1,000. Therefore, if we manufacture 4,200 units in India and 800 units in Sri Lanka, the total cost would be 21,300. And therefore, with this example, my suggestion is, it is advisable to try for the Sri Lankan market at rupees 10 per unit. As if we do this, by doing so, there is an increase of rupees 1,000. Only how much cost is getting increased? 1,000. For 800 units, only 1,000 cost is being getting increased. Therefore, it is advisable to try Sri Lankan market for the manufacturing of the units. I hope you understood and enjoyed today's lecture session. If you want to again listen this particular lecture and solve all these questions, try to go and have the access of your Google Classroom as well as my YouTube channel. Over there, this video will be posted within a few minutes, as well as all these notes and PowerPoint presentation will be shared with you on your Google Classroom. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you.